How are you currently marketing this to the different real estate?
Yeah, so we're actually in a United States wide market. Currently, most of our efforts are through social media, all of it being organic social media. We currently have a presence on Facebook, LinkedIn, as well as YouTube. YouTube being our primary focus, with about 100 or so subscribers, and we continuously share content that falls into either education or entertainment, focused on real estate and how they can leverage AI. And then we sprinkle in how Sam can help them.
Your end user is
A residential real estate agent
a broker.
or a broker, yeah. Our model's built out for anywhere ranging from the single agent all the way up to brokerages. And we even have the infrastructure built where if a brand, a Keller Williams or a Berkshire wanted to partner with us, we could take those brands on as well.
Small brand.
Yeah, absolutely.
So what's your story behind this? Why did you do this?
Yeah, so I've been in real estate technology for the last 5 years, and I fell into the industry as a second generation real estate technologist. My father, and he's my business partner, has been in real estate technology for the last 3 decades. Over the last 5 years, I kind of studied under him, and one of the things that he has pretty well devoted his life to is helping real estate agents solve for this problem. There's just not enough time, and he's been successful in sharing how systems, using processes and automating out those processes can help. And so when I went on and started building the software, that was kind of the focus of it. And then through some internal need for a better way to onboard our trialers and our customers, as well as an internal need personally for me to just communicate more effectively. That's kind of how we started building the communication matrix.
What's the cost per agent for an agency to use your software?
Yeah, so we've got 3 different, it's a SaaS-based model. We've got 3 different price tiers depending on how many agents are in a team. They can get into SAM for as little as $20 currently. And then if you were to have like a 25 plus agent, maybe a brokerage or a very large team, it's right around the $80 per month.
I would look where agencies are advertising that we can become an agent.
Mhm.
Want you to come in and be an agent. Because you can come in as a strategic partner and point out to them that if they want new, young agents, actual software is going to be a driving force. It's going to be that value added that they're not getting from
Absolutely. Yeah, I think one of the things that really spoke to me, I'm a millennial, and looking at the future of real estate, currently the demographic is the 55-year-old female, but it's actually starting to skew down. And I worked in a college, and I was in charge of a dorm for quite some time. And one of the things I realized is I wasn't keeping control over the facility. I was actually teaching these students life skills, which is terrifying. But things like who buys the toilet paper next, and I know it seems strange, but I see this in the business world as well. And so I think that one of the things that I am most excited about is as real estate starts to shift down, there's a need for these younger agents, just like you were talking about, to use technology. And so Sam's ability to help coach them on how to build those relationships is so important. Real estate ultimately is a relationship building game. And if you can do a good job of building relationships, your clients are going to remember you in 5 years, up to 13 years, when it's time to buy a new home, upgrade, or things like that.
It's also about what's the pain point of the real estate agent.
Mm-hmm.
Is that I need to have more turnover, I need to have more clients in a shorter amount of time. What is it? And how does your software address that? Very clear. What would you need to do to actually sell that 55-year-old lady on using your software?
It's a good question. Yeah, I think the two biggest pain points is, as we see it, are agents just don't have enough time. And oftentimes it's because their technology is either lacking or they don't know how to use it and they don't have time to figure out how to use it. So I think selling that 55-year-old is showing them how SAM is easy to use, it's easy to understand, it's intuitive, but it's also going to give you that freedom of time so that you can reinvest. I like to say you get bonus time when you use your technology efficiently. Maybe it's in 3-minute increments, writing an email that you write again and again and again. But in those 3-minute increments, it compounds just like anything else. And at the end of the year, that's almost an entire week that you devoted to just one email that you had to write again and again. So things like that, kind of using examples and talking about how they kind of stack over time, I think is one of the ways that we've been focused on that.
I have a suggestion.
Yeah.
I'm not a real estate agent, but I'm definitely in your age demographic that would be your target audience. And I work in technology and I understand everything that you're saying, but 95 to 99% of the women that I interact with do not understand this at all, even if they are professionals, just because the 55 to 60-year-old age range, we didn't have college, we didn't have computers in college. So one suggestion I would make is that explaining this on a more personalized level, and also parlaying that into how they can, if they can get someone in their organization to do this, that's a great way to build younger people in because they're probably wanting to retire at some point.
Mm-hmm.
But really having the examples of why this is important. As women in technology at my age, I get mansplained a lot. And so trying to say that in a way that's very understandable but very respectful of the fact that these people have come this far is really important too. Find that balance and maybe being a subject matter expert at like an industry event or something, getting yourself in front of a larger group and a larger audience in a smaller space will send you far.
Absolutely. Thank you.
How many users currently do you have?
Yeah, we currently have 2 paying users and we have about 18 beta users that we've run. We launched into beta in September of last year. In October, we went full public and have been working. Again, most of our efforts are organic, so traction for me has been kind of slow. But ultimately, I'm always looking for more users and trying to build that number up. They say 0 to 1 is the hardest number, so I feel pretty good at 2, but I would love to grow that number. I think once the communication matrix is finished, it's in phase 3. Everything else inside of SAM is usable. You can generate content, you can house it to your website, you can use the chatbot. We even have the contact section built out. And we're probably less than a month away from finishing the communication matrix. But I'm really optimistic that after we get that piece done, it's going to be really easy to show the value in the overall system. And I think looking kind of in the space, this AI technology, not necessarily specifically in real estate, but other tools out there, they're kind of requiring you to use other pieces of technology, the Zapiers and different parsing services. And so what you have is this issue. My co-founder, with his wisdom, when he built his first company, they actually had to fold as a company because they were relying on a piece of software that got bought out and they could no longer use it. And so he's like, I never want that to happen again. And so that's kind of been one of our guides of, okay, let's make sure it's all built into a complete system so that we don't have to rely on other things. It's just not another piece of technology you have to go buy or go learn as a real estate agent too.
So does it integrate with Zapier?
We do not currently, but we do have several integrations. Zapier is going to be one that we're looking at in the near future. But yeah, not currently.
Yeah, so like kind of specific, I have a lot of friends in real estate. So like, does this help them with lead generation? And like, I know a lot of them, especially agents, spend a lot of time doing outbound calls,
Mm-hmm.
right? Like trying to get the listings, trying to then like turn possible listers into buyers. So does it help with that? Or does someone actually have to come to the website, like come to them and fill out the contact form to get all of this?
Yeah, so it does help with lead gen, but it's not doing it for you. So they do need to visit the website, right? So it's kind of in the hands of the agent to send people to their website. But once they're on that website, they can trade information for resources, or they can engage with that chatbot, which will start collecting information. Hey, what's your name? Hey, where's a good email I can send more information to you? And then it has the ability, you can share about listings that are on your website, or information that's on your website. So when they visit the website, they have a question about a property that's being listed, they can go to that chatbot and it can answer those questions to help aid them in that. But not necessarily specifically lead gen. Yeah.
Kind of a follow-up to your first question.
Yeah.
Something I do a lot of times, I get almost someone, I'll literally call my answering machine and just dump everything that I just had conversation in,
Mm-hmm.
and then go.
It's smart.
Very inefficient.
Yeah.
I'll admit that. But if you had something where you could just, an interaction, just talk to your chatbot, just met with so-and-so, blah, 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 move it to the system, that would also be.
Yeah, I like that a lot.
I'm giving you a lot of work.
Oh, no, that's great. I'll take the feature requests at all. Yeah.
I would love to have that. So a follow-up question to that was, are you going to stay strictly real estate, or do you think this is going to anybody can kind of use this system?
Yeah, that's phase 5, right? So we're on phase 3, right? So our infrastructure, when we sat down to build this, I like to kind of explain it like file folders in a computer, right? And maybe if you're really OCD like I am, you've got folders inside of folders inside of folders. Weird, right? But the biggest folder is industry for Sam as far as where we're putting stuff in. And so currently we're focused on real estate because that's what we know. But our goal is to expand outward. You're exactly right. Systems, automations, and client needs are not specific to real estate. And so we feel that let's do real estate. Let's do it really well. Let's get into the space, and then we can look up and out. I think some industries that we've targeted next would be the insurance world or just general sales. Some of the tools we have to kind of focus on at that point are HubSpot and Salesforce, which we're so small and so new at this point, it almost seems laughable to try and attack them. Attack, maybe not the right word, but
Does your chatbot work like a personal assistant where it asks the person, what are you looking for, how many bedrooms do you need, how many bathrooms do you like gardening, those kinds of things, so that you can create Zillow or MLS and see what's actually good?
it can't ask those questions. It doesn't inherently do that. It's not necessarily scraping those websites. A lot of what it's doing is inside of our software itself, agents are uploading documents from their MLS about details about a property that's going to be on the website. And so then Sam can reference back into the system. That's kind of where its brain lives. And then it's going to be able to answer those questions based on that. I do like that idea of scraping those. That would be something I'd have to look into as far as figuring it out.
Because that's the sort of thing that saves an agent a lot of time. Because they've got somebody who's got specific requests. And the worst thing is when you present 3 houses and none of them, they all have deal breakers. And, what's going on here? But if you can come up with something that's hard to say no to, that cements that relationship.
Oh, absolutely. And something in real estate that is pretty common practice is this concept called speed to lead. And it's you basically have 5 minutes from the time someone engages on your website for you to make first contact. So the thought with this Sam chat is, let's get something talking to them. It's going to send you information with the communication matrix. It could send you a notification, be it a text or an email. Hey, I'm talking to someone right now. Here's some information. Here's what they're looking at. Here's questions they're asking about properties. Perfect, I have their email. Perfect, I have their phone number. now it's my job as the agent. Let's go call them. Let's talk to them. And chatbots are good, but it's never going to beat me being on the phone, building that relationship one-on-one with them.
How much of a team do you have to say we
Mm-hmm.
and with any kind of systems development that's always was and you just can't foresee? So
Mm-hmm.
how large of a team that you different you currently have?
Yeah, so currently it's myself. I'm a non-technical founder, and then my co-founder, who's our technical founder. So he's in charge of building all the infrastructure, and I'm in charge of sharing about the infrastructure. I'm also the architect, so I thought up this concept. We initially started off sharing with real estate agents about how to use AI, and we quickly realized they love it when we're talking about it, but when they have to go out into the world and apply it themselves, it kind of overwhelms them. And so that was kind of where this concept came from. But currently, it's just the two of us. As our company grows, the goal would be to start building actual team structures. I would love to have a customer success team to do onboarding and training, as well as maybe a sales team to help with that.
Have you had any potential mass usage of it? Would you consider giving it or promoting it to another real estate company, one of the larger ones, and say, use this into your potential customers and try to find out all the different nuances of the software would have to base?
Yeah, if I had a large brand or a large brokerage come to me and say, we'd love to work with you, we can't, pay for it right now, or the opportunity was right, I think pro bono would be a good opportunity to get people in the system using it, and I like that idea.
Did you approach them instead of them coming to you?
Yeah, it could be as easy as the first month's free.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
They do a 60-day trial or something like that. And get your customers to tell you why they like it
Mm-hmm.
and what feature they use most. Because you need to be able to explain this to people in a, not just all tech and AI
Mm-hmm.
kind of way. And Susie is using this to find out what people come to her website for and want, so that she can email them immediately.
Mm-hmm.
And it saves her this much time every day.
Yeah, that's really, really good advice. We do have 14-day free trials. That seems to be the standard amongst the industry. So we do offer that. Thus far, I've gotten pretty good feedback from our beta testers, not so much our customers. But I do think you're right. I think keeping that pulse on the customer would be really valuable.
Because your customers can be your biggest sales.
Mm-hmm.
Anybody else?
So I came in late, sorry if I missed it, but
Oh, no problem.
competitors in the market?
Yeah. So one of the side competitors, I guess, would be real estate specific CRMs.
Yeah.
There's several that are brand specific. And then there are others that are just secondary, their own entities. But CRMs mostly would be our side. The intention behind our software is actually building a new category, the blue ocean strategy, if you will. If you're familiar with that concept, is essentially creating a new category and showing people how it's better than what they currently are using. I know a lot of agents jump from shiny object to shiny object every 2 years or so. And so just saying this is another CRM, just another shiny object, they don't necessarily stay. But if we say this is something new that's going to help you much more than your CRM, the hope is that maybe that entices them to get into the system, use it, integrate it into their daily life, and they don't want to leave. Yeah, thank you guys. I appreciate this.